individual award, or I guess individual to this program, the Bloodiest of Water Award for 2021. So, AJ, my man, I don't know if I remember even talking about this in the beginning of the show, but this was up for interpretation on where we wanted to go here. There was no very clear criteria necessarily. It was more of, how do you think it's going to go? Where do you think it's going to go? Who's the grittiest? Who's the nastiest? Who's the bloodiest, right? This is the Bloodiest Water Award, so you got to make it count. And I would like you to start. I only have 3 nominations for mine because this one is very tough for me to nail down, but I want you to give me a couple nominations. And what was your criteria going into this award?
Yeah, man, this one, I liked this one because this one caused a little bit more brain power. But what I've noticed on this show, what we talk about all the time, is that grit, is that determination, is that can't hurt me mentality that you got to bring forth to everything you do in the life, man. And that's one of the big things that I saw going into this what's the word I'm looking for? Like a award or this category. So first one up, man, I got Corey San Hagen. This is down to fight whoever, whenever, has a heart of steel, chin of granite, devastating hands. This can get done in many different places. Corey San Hagen had an amazing 2021, but he's San Hagen himself a lot of the time. So it's hard to give it to the man because as amazing and as great as he is, I feel like there's others out there that did it a little bit better. Next up, Davy Grant, the dangerous one, man. Davy Grant. You want to talk about a dude who's down for the scrap. You call up Davy Grant, he'll always have your back. He's down to swing with the best of them. Doesn't matter the weight class he's in. Doesn't matter how bloody it gets. Davy Grant's there to swing, man. Next up, Jimmy Crute. You can't discount a man for his heart when he's shooting on he probably tore his ACL. He's busted his whole knee up because he had the drop foot and he shot 2 different takedowns on Lionheart Smith. Yeah. Impressive. And even to take down Lionheart's very impressive on its own. Nonetheless, when you have drop foot, most people would quit. Most people would stop and just lay back and let it happen. Not Jimmy Crute, man. Very much a dog in there. Next one up, same thing a little bit, man. Michael Chandler. You go from handling all the adversity, all the shit talk, all the stuff that people don't really doubt you or don't believe the hype, and then come in and actually put it to people, show the hype is real. Michael Chandler, you did real well. And the last one up, an absolute dog in the fight, man. A lot of these people forget about the train, man. Nate Landwehr, this dude, you want to talk about a scrapper. You want to talk about somebody who's in it for the kill. Nate Landwehr is an absolute dog in the fight. I'm excited to see where his future goes in the UFC. Those are my Bloodiest Water nominations, Derek. What about you?
Okay, so it's very interesting because I took a very different approach to the criteria on this award. My criteria was tailored a little bit towards who was really bloody this year, who fought through the bloodiness, win or loss. It doesn't matter, whether you won, whether you lost, you fought through a nasty cut, you fought through all of this stuff, man. You showed your determination because it's easy once you start feeling that blood trickle down, your head starts pumping to be like, all right, I need to find the easy way out. It's a difficult thing to suffer through the adversity and lose, especially when it's a unanimous decision loss where you're getting the brakes beat off of you. It's tough to do that, man. And I think that you deserve an award to be able to go through something like that and not quit because we do not reward quitters on this program. So my 3 nominations are Tafon Nchukwi. So Tafon the Don, man, this is a dude who he was, coming in, big tank. And he fought Jun Young Park, man, at UFC Vegas 26 and took a beating, brother, in his majority loss to Jun Young Park. Face covered. It was a crimson mask, man. It was nasty. And it was one of those demoralizing losses because it was his first loss in his career. But he ate through it. He walked through the adversity. He took the loss on the chin, came back, and starched his opponent in his next fight. So I think you deserve a little something for that. So Tafon Nchukwi is one of them. Jared Vandera against Justin Tafa at UFC Vegas 27. I don't know if you remember, he suffered a nasty cut on his temple. It was leaking out, but he was in a bloodbath war against Justin Tafa, the bad man that just gave Harry Huntsucker a nasty shin to the face through the guard that put the man out. But he suffered a very bad cut and fought through for a unanimous decision win. And lastly, AJ, I got to go with Jessica Evil Eye, man. Listen, she got a very nasty coin slot on her forehead when she fought Jennifer Maia. And listen, we're going to be talking about that again in just a couple seconds. I'll foreshadow a little bit. But I will just say for her to take the amount of fights that she's had, the losses, the wins that she's had, to have that coin slot on your forehead, blood is just leaking, draining out of your face, and you're still walking forward game as ever, man. Come on, Jessica Eye, you definitely up there for you. So first off, AJ, before we announce the award, you got to drop one. So who are you dropping from this list?
I think if I got to drop one, man, it has to be Michael Chandler.
Gotcha.
It's just nothing against the man. It's just there's so many others out there that are absolute dogs in the
Yeah.
fight that kept going through that adversity. And I think Michael Chandler just is one of the ones that's number 5. That's it.
Okay. Yeah. No, I hear you, and that's not a bad thing, right? And I only have 3, so it's a lot harder for mine. But I think I'm going to drop Tafon and Chukwi on this one, man. I think he suffered through a nasty cut, but you got to do a little bit more than that to really win the award, my man. So I'm going to have you go. Wait for the drum roll. But who is your winner of Bloodiest Water Award for 2021?
Man, my winner for the Bloodiest Water Award for 2021, Derek, is Davy Grant. Man, his fight against Marlon Vera, number 2, was absolutely insane. Bloody as ever, literally painted the canvas red. Crazy cuts, crazy sprawls, went to unanimous decision. Absolutely impressive fight. And anytime you want to see a Davy Grant fight, you're going to see some blood. You're going to see a lot of sweat, a lot of up and down. It's going to be a grimy fight. It's going to be very entertaining. Yeah. That's why I made Davy Grant the Bloodiest Water Award winner for 2021. Yeah. Very impressive, my man. What about you?
Well, listen, his nickname is the Dangerous One for a reason, right? So shout out to Davy Grant for winning that award. But I'm going to give it to, or let me do the drum roll myself. I'm going to give it the Bloodiest Water Award for 2021. Jessica Evil Eye. She gets it for me, my man. Fighting through that cut is one of the nastiest things I've seen all year long, brother. Listen, I'm sure she felt that thing. There's no way you couldn't feel a whole entire slot on your forehead. People done memed it up a whole bunch. But when I show you the picture in a little bit, folks, you're going to be like, holy shit, I can't believe she did fight through that and didn't even wince. Didn't even make it seem like it was a thing, man. There's some people you get a little cut on you and they start making a big deal out of it. Oh my God, I can't. Listen, man, she's like, what? We fighting, bro. But she got beat up by a grappler too, so I guess that wasn't too high. But either way, Jessica Evil Eye, you are my winner for the Bloodiest Water Award of 2021. Congratulations to you. And AJ...